You ever wake up one morning, stretch, wander to your window, and realize your life's about to get a whole lot more interesting? That's what happened to me. I'm not kidding. A whole row of brand new rental cabins popped up on my land overnight. 25 of them. Not one, not two, 25. No knock at the door. No, hey, do you mind if we build here? Not even a note stuck in my mailbox. And here's the part that'll make you spit out your coffee. The moment money started rolling in, legally, every single penny belonged to me. I know, you couldn't make this stuff up if you tried. But before I let you in on the chaos that went down, let me throw a question out. Drop a comment. Let me know where you're tuning in from and what time it is for you right now. I just want to see who else out there's ever tangled with an HOA gone wild, you know? So, I live in one of those neighborhoods they advertise with sunset photos and the word exclusive in big, shiny letters. Kinda fancy. Kinda country. A lot of people who treat the HOA president like the mayor. My place sits on 10 acres, real pretty. Rolling grass, a line of old oak trees, that kind of thing. Technically, my property was there long before the HOA even existed. The only reason I ever had to be part of their association was because my little dirt road crossed over into their world. I didn't like it, but for years, I just played along. Then, Karen showed up. Oh, Karen. If you've ever dealt with a true HOA president, you know the type. Platinum blonde bob, sunglasses bigger than her face. A clipboard she probably clutches even in the shower. She'd pop up out of nowhere, pointing out dandelions in my yard, sending me notes about the color of my mailbox. Just little, harmless things at first. Annoying, but nothing I couldn't laugh about. But one spring, things took a turn. I hear this rumbling one morning. Figured maybe it was someone hauling gravel. I step out on my porch, squinting at the far end of my land. And what do I see? Bulldozers, cement trucks, guys in hard hats, all working like their lives depended on it. I'm a contractor myself. I know the difference between a real project and, well, whatever this was. And this was not my project. So, mug of coffee in hand, I jump in my truck, drive down there, and ask one of the workers, hey, what's the story here? He just shrugs and says, we're building rental cabins for the HOA. I guess the property line's somewhere around here. Somewhere. Like that's a thing. No markers. No signs. No permit. Just a bunch of folks treating my land like it was public park space. I head back, more steam than a kettle, and start digging through my paperwork, just to double check. I call up my old buddy Carl, local land surveyor, salt-of-the-earth kind of guy. He comes out with his gear, walks the land, then looks up at me like he's seen a ghost. They're a good 150 feet onto your property, man. Everything they've built is technically yours. Turns out, the HOA, Karen at the helm, obviously, had cooked up this brilliant scheme to put rental cabins by the lake. Some genius plan to juice up the community's funds, get on Airbnb, make everyone richer. But here's the kicker. They planned the whole thing using a blurry Google Maps screenshot. The empty field by the lake, not theirs, mine, had been for decades. Now, I could have raised hell right there and then. But you ever heard the saying, give someone enough rope, they'll hang themselves. That's how it goes with folks like Karen. So, I decided to just watch. Day after day, the site turned into a real operation. Slabs poured, frames raised, cabins going up, all under Karen's watchful eye. She'd walk around like the Queen of England, snapping pictures for the community Facebook page. Exciting news. Our new HOA rental cabins are almost done. Everybody's talking about how it'll bring down HOA dues, make money for the neighborhood, yada yada. Meanwhile, I'm sitting on my porch with a glass of lemonade, thinking, wow, free cabins. Who knew? About a month later, I wander over just as Karen's chewing out the plumbing guys for the third time that day. I say, all casual, hey Karen, cabins are looking real sharp. You pulled the permits for my land, right? She blinks, then starts laughing. Thought I was telling a joke. Your land? Oh, no. Honey, this is HOA property. It's always been part of our plan. I just smile. You sure about that? She rolls her eyes. Of course. We've got all the paperwork. Sure you do, Karen. So, I go home, print out my deed, highlight every line, draw up a laminated survey map, real show and tell stuff. Then I call my lawyer, Mr. Grant. This guy? Calm as a lake at sunrise. But if you put a contract in front of him, he'll turn it into a sword. He reads it all, glances at the survey, then grins. This is textbook property encroachment. Let them finish. The more they build, the better for you. Now, that's a twist most folks wouldn't expect, right? I nearly laughed myself sick. 2 months later, we got 25 gorgeous little cabins, each one with a pretty lake view, on my dime. Except, well, not a single dollar came from my pocket. The HOA throws a ribbon-cutting barbecue. Balloons, banners, the works. Karen's out there shaking hands, giving speeches, soaking up every minute. I show up, eat a hot dog, smile for the pictures, then go home and get to work. Next day, my lawyer files all the right papers with the county, deed copies, land notices, you name it. Here's where it gets good. Since the cabins were built on my land, without a single shred of permission or contract, guess who owns them? Me. That's right. Foundations, fixtures, driveway gravel, all mine. So when the HOA starts renting them out, money hitting Venmo, guess which account is legally entitled to all that sweet rental cash? You're looking at him. Didn't take long for the rumors to start. 2 weeks in, I get a call from a vacationing couple. Hi. Our Airbnb receipt says this place is managed by My Name LLC. Is that right? I tell him, yup, you're on private property managed by yours truly. Enjoy your stay. Word spreads like wildfire. Now, here comes the parade. Karen. The rest of the board, marching up my driveway. Karen yelling before she even hits the porch. You're stealing from the community. I just lean back and smile. No. Karen, you built on my land. That makes it mine. And the money too. She splutters, waves a stack of receipts in my face. We have records. I shake my head. Karen, receipts aren't stronger than the county records. Maybe read the law next time. My lawyer sends over a formal invoice. Back rent, trespass fees, 6 figures if they want to keep those cabins standing. I wasn't kidding around. Then comes the real kicker. Failure to pay in 30 days, and you'll be evicted from all cabins. We'll rekey the locks, rent them ourselves, or you can come tear it all down. Suddenly, the bravado drains out of the hole. HOA. The county's on my side, the law's on my side, and their own members are turning on Karen. And here's the twist that still makes me laugh. After all the threats and grandstanding, I offer them a deal. I'll let the HOA manage the cabins, keep up appearances, if they pay me 90% of the rental income and cover all the taxes. Or they can spend a fortune ripping up 25 brand new cabins. Guess which one they chose? Those cabins. Sold out all summer. Fishing trips, family reunions, you name it. Every cent goes through my company. Karen, booted from her throne, tail between her legs, tried to play it off as a clerical error to save face. Last I heard, she was starting a podcast about HOA leadership. Yeah, good luck with that. A while back, my neighbor stops by, says, man, can't believe you let him build all that. I grin, wipe my brow, and say, let them? Heck, I invited him to. Because sometimes the best revenge isn't a fist fight, or a lawsuit, or even a yelling match. It's sitting back, letting people build their own mess, then owning every piece of it when the dust settles. Now, every time Karen drives past those cabins, my cabins, she can't help but see just how much her arrogance cost her. And me? Those little houses pay my bills, keep my fridge full, and bankroll my vacations. All because one HOA queen thought she owned the world. So, next time your HOA gets a little too bold, don't rush to stop him. Just keep quiet, keep your paperwork close, and wait. Because sometimes, the sweetest revenge comes with a monthly rent check and a view of the lake. And hey, what do you think? Was I too harsh, or did they get what was coming to them? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Share your wildest HOA stories. And let's hear what you think about what's right, what's fair, and what you'd do if it was your land on the line.